In the world today, it's easy to get swayed by so many opinions or the lifestyles of other people that we stray away from doing what we ought to do as children of God. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Simlara, and today I'm going to be listing out practical steps we can take to ensure that we stand firm as Christians, or better still, we stand out as children of God. Last week we spoke about how to be the light of the world, the salt of the earth, and how to dominate. If you want to watch that video or share it with your friends, it will be linked in the description box below. Now today, it's easy to see other people's lifestyles on social media and be envious or be tempted to want to live like they do, but you are not like them. We are in this world, but we are not of the world. The first practical step to take is know your why. See, if you know the reason why you are doing something, you would stand by that thing that you are doing. For instance, if you're someone who drinks water early in the morning and you're living with your friend and the friend sees you and says, look at this one, oh, she's drinking water. What are you feeling like? And you're like, I'm doing this because it's good for my health. And then you explain to the person, you are confident enough to tell the person why you are doing that. It's easy to want to change your lifestyle when you don't know the reason behind that lifestyle. As a child of God, they tell you not to do some particular things, and you're like, my pastor just told me to do it. My mother or my father just told me to do it, but you don't know why you are doing it. They said don't maybe okay, tattoos are not good. Why? Your body is the temple of God, and anything that defaces your body obviously is like an insult to God. Or don't listen to this particular music. It's because what you feed yourself obviously fuels your emotions, your thoughts, or the things that you want to do. So know why. So know why you shouldn't do that thing that they are bringing to you, that tempting situation. Know your why. And your why is tied back to your creator, you being a child of God, you wanting to honor God, you wanting to live for him and obey him. Know God for yourself. That's another thing to do, is know God for yourself. Don't just be a church goer, and because when you're faced with trying times and temptations, you won't be able to stand. When you are backed with the word and you understand what you should do as a child of God and why you are doing it, people won't bring their opinions and then you just go along with it. Next step is association. Who are your friends? The Bible says in Psalms 1 that blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor seated in the seat of the scornful. Surround yourself with people that you share the same values and opinions with. So your friends that you are with will not tempt you to do something that you don't want to do. Now you shouldn't associate or be, you shouldn't, okay, that's not the word. You shouldn't be too close knitted with someone you do not share the same faith or value with. Yes. I'm not saying that person should not be your friend. I'm not saying don't talk to the person, don't greet the person. In fact, when you do those things, that does not show that you're a child of God. Obviously, you should relate with them, be friends with them, but your guard should be up. You should know where your boundaries are, because when your friend is an unbeliever, one person has to succumb to the values of the other person, and it just might be you. It just might be you. So make sure you have an association of friends that are there as accountability partners and people who encourage you to do the right things. Someone reminded me of this phrase that I said in one of my previous videos, that a sheep that follows a dog will eat its feces, because that is what the dog does. And then the sheep is looking at the dog. That's his friend. They are working together. He's going to start doing the things that the sheep is doing. Now, people come and say, I'm going to influence her. I'm going to influence them. Shoo is a lie. You don't influence them like that. In fact, if you get to influence them, some of their behavior too is going to rub off on you. So you people are just going to rub off on each other. So be mindful of the friends that you work with. Have you noticed that some people, when they leave the university, they are not as zealous or as fervent? It's because in the university there were always programs to attend, there's a fellowship and all of that. But when they go back home, and probably they move from probably their parents' place and they are alone, that association is not there. That's why it's important to have friends that will check up on you. Well, you can gist about anything you want to gist about. Be friends, make merry, but at the same time, that person is checking you. If your friend is not encouraging you to build up yourself spiritually, you need new ones. I'm not saying chuck that person away, but you just need new ones. Another thing to do is watch what you feed yourself. I'm going to give us a scenario. Imagine for a week, you only listen to bad news, you only watch horror movies, things that are just bad news. That's the only thing you are feeding yourself with. At the end of the week, you might most likely have a nightmare or a bad dream. Why? Because that is all what has fueled your thoughts. So, as children of God, you shouldn't constantly fuel yourself or feed yourself with things of the world. At every point in time, your spirit man is at war with your flesh. So, there's always a war. Paul said in Romans 7, verse 15, not understand what I do, for I don't do what I would like to do, but instead I do what I hate. Pidgin, let me read it in pidgin because it sounds so sweet in pidgin. I no understand wetin I dey do because I no dey do wetin I wan really do. Instead, na wetin I no like I dey do. When your spirit man and flesh are at war, you find yourself doing things that you don't want to do. Like someone who's trying to break free from an addiction now. It's very tempting and empowering. That's because your flesh has more power than your spirit man at that instance. And to help reduce the power of the spirit man, you have to watch what you feed yourself. Another thing is the Bible, you fellowship with the brethren. Those things are the things that fill you up and feed your spirit man, and then your spirit man is strengthened. So at the face of temptation, you know what to do, and that is flee. That is another point for us today. Flee all appearance of evil. Do not compromise. Things of the world will always present themselves as juicy, as nice, as there is nothing there. Nothing will go wrong. But in your heart of heart, you know that if you do that, it's not about that thing. Sometimes it's not that thing or the offer that they present that is bad. It's just what it might probably lead to that you don't want. So you have to flee all appearance of evil. I'm very happy that the Bible did not say quote the scriptures. The Bible did not say pray. The Bible said flee. That means you should disappear, run. If you can fly, just go. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. At the end, you see that you just feel very bad when you are done doing it. And you living that cycle over and over again does not help your growth spiritually and your work with God. What other practical steps are there to help you to stand out as a child of God in this generation? Drop some of them in the comment section below. I would love to hear back from you. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. Stay productive and stay blessed. See you next week. Bye.